Tonight, we are hosting the District 211 Candidate Showcase for Toastmaster Year 2026-2027, and we are talking to Leigh Kottwitz, who is running for the role of Division D Director. The format of the showcase is as follows. Once the session begins, it will run for a total of 7 minutes. During that time, questions will be asked and repeated to ensure the candidate has heard the question. When the candidate has completed answering the question, please ask for the next question. The candidate may choose to end the question portion of the session and share that they would like to end with a closing statement. Once the 7 minutes is reached, we will politely interrupt you to let you know the time is done. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and switch to speaker and start the clock. How can we encourage members to speak up to address concerns about club and district leadership? How can we encourage members to speak up and to address concerns about club and district leadership?
Thanks for that question. I think the basic thing that we can do to get members to speak up is to ask them about their opinions, their questions, and their concerns. One of the roles as district leaders is to support our clubs, primarily through the help and leadership of our area directors. And as division directors, we can support them and also help visit our clubs and support both existing and new clubs. In that process, we can be available to inform our members about what's going on at the district level and then invite their input. What are their needs? What do they need to both be strong individual Toastmasters and to help support their clubs? And I'm ready for the next question.
When working with a group of peers, describe your decision-making style. When working with a group of peers, describe your decision-making style.
The group of peers that I think of when you ask this question are the folks that I get to work with. I work for the city of Columbia, Missouri, and I lead a team in neighborhood services. And as a working group, we make decisions together all the time. Even though I'm the supervisor, I do want their input. And it seems like at least every week, usually more often than that, we're talking about projects, activities, cases that we're working on. And it's really important to me to get the input of everyone, at least to make sure that they feel that their voices and opinions have been heard. There is a phrase that an old supervisor said to me many years ago, and that is that people support what they help create. People support what they help create. And I believe that also applies in Toastmasters. It's important that everyone feel that they're heard, that they've had some chance to provide their input. I think this is especially true when it comes to organizations like Toastmasters, where everyone is a volunteer. We want to make sure that everyone feels valued, that they're part of the process, and we appreciate their participation. Everyone in Toastmasters has other things that they could be doing. So I think it's important that we respect the input and ideas of our members. And I'll be ready for the next question.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years in Toastmasters? Where do you see yourself in 5 years in Toastmasters?
That's a great question, and it gives me an opportunity to share a little bit about where I've been so far. I've been in Toastmasters for more than 20 years. It's been a great experience for me. It's been an opportunity to learn, to grow, both through my communication and leadership, but more importantly, to have some wonderful friendships and relationships in my community. Looking ahead to the next 5 years, I see myself continuing to participate and be a part of this organization. My most important priority would be within my local club. I've helped start the Downtown Toastmasters Club. It's been more than 15 years ago. We have an incredibly strong club with a very diverse membership. in 5 years, I hope that I will still be a part of that club. Also, I hope that I will be able to serve this organization in whatever way I'm asked to do that, whether that is continuing to serve at the club level or beyond and serving in the new District 211. Next question.
What will you do differently than past leaders? What will you do differently than past leaders?
I'm not sure that I will do anything differently than past leaders, but I do want to draw on the strengths of leaders that I have admired. And I will share a few examples of things that I've seen that I think are very effective. The first person I think of is our past district director, Curtis Scroggins. He was the district director when I served as an area director. That was, I think, more than 10 years ago. But one of the great things that Curtis did is that he would call every month just to check in. He had those touch points, and it wasn't just sending an email. He picked up the phone and wanted to have a conversation or left a message. And I think that personal connection and personal attention to other leaders in Toastmasters is very effective. The other thing that I would replicate that I've seen other leaders do is to provide clear, concise communication on what's happening at the district level. And as a division director, I think my primary role would be to support the area directors and also the clubs that they're serving. And that's providing information so that we can connect the activities at the district level down to our areas and then our clubs. Right now, Tara Wright is the area director for the club I'm in, and she is an example of somebody that provides that clear communication about what is going on. And that is something that I would want to replicate. And finally, the last person that I would want to think about is our current district director, Patty. She has done such a fantastic job. And the thing that I would replicate with Patty is her enthusiasm, her friendliness, that she always has a smile on her face and is always there to support us. So those are three examples of people that I would replicate in my role as a District 211 leader.
What made you choose to run for this role? What made you choose to run for this role?
First off, I was asked to consider running. And as someone who has been in Toastmasters, like I mentioned, for more than 20 years, I thought this was an opportunity to give back to the organization. I have already served as a district officer in years past.
And
I have some understanding of what goes on
and
with
we're
this.
at seven
Oh,
minutes.
okay. Wow. Thank you.
Time goes by quickly.
It does. It went by fast.
Well, Leigh, you did a wonderful job, and thank you
Well, thank
for
you. Thanks
for
for
joining
hosting
us.
this. Absolutely.